It's been 8 hours.
Happy Friday, everybody. I'm Liberative, Shawn, and I'm here with the usual suspects. Jay Fry, say hi, Jay.
Hi, Jay. See what I did there?
Yeah, I did. And Clifford the Big Red Doggy.
What's up?
So, the reason I wanted to do the stream tonight is because I had a faggot cancel on me.
Was it Stan? He's too good for you?
No, it wasn't Stan. It was Milo. Milo Yiannopoulos decided that he wasn't going to do it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He got a death threat or something. Isn't that right?
No, that is not right. But that's what he's saying. But it's not right. You see, I have a friend of a friend of a friend of a spouse of a, Becky saw him at 31 Flavors pass out last night. And Scottsdale PD, who has assured me that they are just as confused by Milo's statement as the rest of us.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that buying a ticket for a non-located event would turn out badly?
Are they refunding you the money?
Yes, they are. They'll refund me. They'll start refunds Monday, they said. So they will be refunding me the cash. But that brings me to the topic today of me giving out interest-free loans to people. And why the hell I do that.
Sign me up.
We do it to the government every paycheck.
Well, and that's another thing that came up today too. I just spent all that money that I loaned the government today because I had the air conditioner unit in my abode replaced for the tune of $4,400.
Ouch.
Yeah, that kind of hurt.
You could have bought you a nice rifle or two with that.
Yeah.
Just saying.
That is a rough one.
Indeed.
So I'm dumb and I give people interest-free loans.
Well, you gotta work out that usury. Get that in there going for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's claiming it's a death threat.
Yes.
The police are like, wait, what now?
Exactly. That's it. That is their exact response of, we don't know what he's talking about.
I've only had one death threat online, and that came from Blonde. And I deserved it, but it's the only one I've ever got. I wouldn't take it seriously, even when I was a bounty hunter and I got death threats that were legitimate. I still didn't take them seriously. Like, yeah, well, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, show up anytime.
Yeah. So my other municipal cop buddy of mine and I started talking about the cancellation of the event. And we're pretty sure that the reason of the cancellation is that there wasn't any hubbub about his event here. There wasn't going to be an Antifa protest. There probably wasn't going to be a protest at all.
So what you're saying is Milo, what we know all along, he's a drama queen, and he's not happy that there's no drama about his event.
Correct. The way to shut down a provocateur is to look at him and go, eh.
Yeah, pretty much. He could probably still go to some liberal bastions and probably get protested, but I mean, for the most part, it's kind of quieting down.
You just have to follow around Shapiro.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he wants to play second fiddle to Shapiro.
You think that could also be pissing him off too?
Probably
that Shapiro's
is.
still getting protested and he didn't get any protesting?
Well,
I don't know if the protest thing really fits, because here's why. It does and it doesn't. Because there was that one time, I think it was was it Florida? One protester came out to protest him, and he felt so bad for him. He walked up for him and tried to give him some water and stuff, and the protester told him, "Screw you," and all that sort of stuff. I don't know if anybody remembers this or not, but I do remember that. I don't know if that necessarily fits. Maybe he thought there was going to be more protesters than that, and he just turned it into something funny because there was only one protester that showed up. But maybe now that no protesters showed up, like you said, he's throwing a fit.
Well, And apparently the venue must have been in Scottsdale, which, depending on how that goes, if it's way south Scottsdale, it butts up to ASU. So either way, it had to be an ASU centric event.
Right.
But yeah, nobody here seemed to care. And I don't know. We're both in agreement that it didn't pan out for him like he wanted. Not that ASU is a horrible liberal bastion or anything. It certainly isn't. I mean, it's a university, so it's liberal, but it's not. It's certainly not like Berkeley or what's the other one, DePaul
Right.
or anything like that.
Evergreen, Mizzou.
Evergreen's not even liberal, man. That's just full blown social communism.
Yeah,
My
it's full
favorite
blown
still-
commune.
Yeah. Ohio State, they tried to have their riots and they tried to get that all going. And the president of Ohio State says, yeah, you're in violation of your terms of agreement with the school. If you do not get out of here now, I will be taking your names down for expulsion. And
Good for
3,
them.
2, 1. Okay, you're gone. Good.
Yeah, good for them. But I went out and I bought some armor for this event too, and I'm feeling kind of dejected that I didn't get to use it.
Well,
Like what type of armor? Like phone book
Nothing,
armor?
no-
Like
nothing tactical, nothing serious. It's literally a bump cap for baseball and a pair of mechanics gloves. And then if it was going to be a go this afternoon, I would have gone over to Play It Again Sports and picked up some motorcycle gear. Like,
you know, Shawn, I'm just saying, you sound more disappointed that the event is canceled than I think everybody else is going to be because you didn't get to try out your armor.
exactly.
Yeah.
I wanted to go have some fun with Antifa. That's what I'm saying.
You're the meme of that the guy with the mask poking at Antifa. Come on, do something.
Have a war.
Have war. Make war already.
Please.
Yeah, I suggest Road Warrior this Halloween, I guess, so that money just doesn't go to waste.
What do you mean?
Well, you can go ahead and get the motorcycle leathers, and you just play Road Warrior for Halloween.
I may drop out, guys. Just letting you know, I gotta take a call.
Okay.
Do your thing. You can come back whenever. You're always welcome. All are welcome. All
kinda
are
funny.
welcome.
It'd be kind of funny if it just like picked up and he's having this conversation. No, Mom, yeah, I had my vegetables. Yeah, no, it's warm here. I don't have to wear a jacket. Oh, I haven't had one of those conversations in freaking 20 plus years. That's sad.
Do you miss them?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime there's like something successful happen. So not often, but
Yeah. So I had to
First
miss.
thing, go ahead.
Well, speaking of that line, I had to miss your show yesterday because I was over at my mother's because my sister came into town from San Francisco, and we had a nice family dinner.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, talking politics with my sister from San Francisco.
I have an aunt from LA, so yeah, that must have been fun.
Yeah, she was harping on Arpaio. I was like, yeah, that guy senile shouldn't be running for Senate. End of story. She's like, I wanted to fight about it. No.
Oh, sorry, radical centrist right here.
Right.
Sorry about your luck.
So then I said, well, your gal Nancy was out here last week, and she's like, I don't want to talk about it. Okay.
That is like a funny kind of thing. Like, I loved my congressman in Michigan. My congressman was awesome. It was Thaddeus McCotter, funny guy, Second Amendment supporter, had a band called the Second Amendments he played rhythm guitar for. And he was, my representative. Everyone else's representative sucks, but mine was cool. But then you deal like in like private little elections, everyone kind of ends up liking their own congressman, and everyone else's congressman sucks. Like they still deserve to be at 13%, but my guy is one of the 3 good guys. So like it's a. Did you like your congressman?
I'm having to look up who it is because there's like 3 of them and they kind of rotate around because we're one big metropolitan area, and I can never remember quite where the border is and which one's actually mine. Because they always hold town halls together, and then like all the events are like coordinated and shit, and I can never remember which exact one is mine. So hang on. It might be Andy Biggs. It might be oh shit, what the hell's that other guy's name?
Pass all the shitty questions to the
Schweigert.
freshman representative.
Could be Schweigert.
Like, you're
No,
new. You have to take this shitty question.
I think it's no, I think it's Biggs. Hang on, let me check. Conversion. Yeah, really. I wish I had the ability to put sound over this. It'd be good. Where is it? I am in the.
I don't even know how to find out who my congressman is down here.
It is. It's Biggs. Andy Biggs. That's my guy. He's good. Schweigert is the next district over, which is like a hop, skip, and a jump. Like I'm pretty close to the border to that one. And he's pretty kick-ass too.
Knoxville representative. Please don't be a Jew. Please don't be a Jew. Please don't be a. No, I'm fine. It's Jim Duncan. He's a 70-year-old Republican. Oh, good. Glad we got some young blood in the. Here.
Yeah, I think mine's only in his mid-50s. So he can kick around for a while.
George Washington University Law School, University of Tennessee. Went back to George Washington University.
Want that? That ain't right.
He owns an insurance company. John James Duncan Jr.
John James Jingleheimer Schmidt?
Mm-hmm. He totally does not look like he's. Oh my God! It's all of his pictures. He looks like he doesn't know how to smile. It looks in the picture that's just on the Google search.
Yeah.
It's like he's talking while smiling. But even the one for his U.S. Congressman Duncan or John Duncan, he doesn't look like he knows how to smile at all. That is freaking hilarious.
Congress. Let's see here. Jimmy Duncan. That's not him, is it?
That could be his son or something. I just clicked off of it.
No, that's him.
70-year-old doesn't know how to smile.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a fat Skeksis.
Yeah, he doesn't know what his feel is.
That's good stuff.
Oh.
Right, now that we've fulfilled our civic obligation to rah our country.
Yay, Congress peoples.
Jenny's about to eat waffles.
Humans.
Yes, you are hearing a cat. He's very loud and insists on being on my lap.
That's fine. I'm back.
Welcome back. Who is your congressman, Clifford?
Senator Jim Inhofe and another one.
Yeah, that's not your congressman, asshole.
What?
It's not your congressman. Your senator is not your congressman.
Oh, my House of Rep? Oh, jeez. I was thinking of my senator. Sorry. Jeez.
Yeah, it's amazing how few people actually know who their representative is.
I think
he still follows me on.
I think it's Bridenstine, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, mine still follows me on Twitter. Well, I'm probably blocked now, but he still follows me. He ran for president in 2012.
Boy, got the big bucks, huh?
No, and then he got like 37,000 signatures because you need 25,000 to run again, for office. And they deemed like 20,000 of his signatures as fraudulent.
Ouch.
Yeah. So he was out of whatever the rules deemed him. He not disqualified, but he was out of the running for however that works. I got
It's funny that
Corker.
they don't prosecute for fraud for that, because that would actually be technically election fraud, and that would be a crime.
Yeah, Bridenstine. That's who I thought it was.
They are who
Does
we
that
thought they
echo?
were.
Yep, Jim Bridenstine. He's a Republican.
Shit, I don't even know who replaced him. So I technically do have no idea who my congressman was. And now that I know who my congressman is, I know I got Corker, who has a gorgeous daughter, by the way. He's not running again because he's never Trump, and no one's going to vote for him in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And who's the other one?
That's what's funny about Flake. Flake's a never Trumper, but if he ran again, he'd win.
Got those Werthers back?
No. It's money, actually.
Oh, look who's got money. I had money once.
I'm organizing my bills. Well, I don't bury it out in cans in the yard like you do.
It's called cashiering, and it's important to preppers.
Yeah. We don't even want to go into discussion last night.
Lamar Alexander, 77. Bob Corker, only 65. Man, we need to get some young blood up in here.
Yeah, Flake out here. Flake is a young, wet behind the ears pup in comparison to frickin' McCain.
What's he, like 53?
Yeah, he's not that old. I don't even think he's. Let's find out. Let's find out.
Jeff Snowflake, huh?
55. He was born December 31st, 1962. So he's 55.
Lindsey Graham's only 62. How about that? Mitch McConnell's only 171. Must be in turtle years. 76.
My congressman flew an F-18 Hornet in the Navy.
I don't think mine did anything cool.
Yeah.
That shit should be like right on the top of the resume. Like, hi, I'm Bob Corker, and I once punched a horse.
Yes. I don't know why I like him, but I do. He must have he punched a horse. That must be why I like him.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Lamar Alexander, there's some quotes here for some reason, and one is, put too many one-size-fits-all jackets on Americans and the place explodes. I need to know the price of a gallon of milk and a dozen eggs. I need to know right now. These are quotes attributed to him. As governor, I could think of only one way to unify the state. Man, this italics is killing me. The state that made up of so many different climates, political beliefs, and people, and that was our music. Well, boring? You fucking boring. I'm trying to look up their spouses to see if any of them are as fucking ugly as Chuck Schumer's wife.
You see him with the racist thing that he did?
Oh, what was it?
He's refusing to vote for one of the appointees because
83% are male and 91% are white or something like that.
Yeah, like that's a legitimate reason. So what did I miss last night? since we'll just do a recap of your show last night.
Senator Corker and wife have victory sex over West Virginia announcement.
I just threw up a little bit in my mouth.
Like, who even puts that in a? This is from 2014. What did we do last night? We covered. Actually, there wasn't a lot of news really. So, we had a special guest on. I forget who it was, but
So special.
no, it was Josh, who's not saying a damn thing about what we talked about last night. But we covered the topics. Nothing big. Sargon getting kicked. There was no
Sorry.
information on that.
I had muted myself temporarily.
Well, and Sargon was down for half a day.
Yeah.
And his channel was never down. He just couldn't get into it. That was, you want to talk about a non-story. Holy crap.
Right. Mm-hmm. But what I was saying, and I didn't realize I was muted. We were talking about Jay's emergency plan of running the city and how he would roll with an iron fist, that sort of stuff.
Well, that was the after show where I found out I was a communist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we knew you were a socialist at the very least.
Yeah, well, that's different. I was like, how about that? Well, there is no capitalism in a mass casualty event, man. Emergency is an emergency.
I don't know. Bottle caps seem to work quite well.
Bottle cap.
I've invested heavily in Nuka-Cola stock and 308 shells.
So, do you have any Nuka-Cola Quantum? Because I hear that's where the money is. That's where
that was an actual product that they put out there for a very
long time. I know. I kind of wanted one, but the question was, did it actually glow?
Yes, it did.
It did. I wonder how
it glowed. Well, it probably had to be under blacklight, but it did glow. Supposedly.
I want to research this. What
was that? What was that drink from Idiocracy?
When the plants crave.
Yeah, like
Rondo.
It has electrolytes.
Yeah, what plants crave. Rondo.
Yeah, I watched a clip of that the other day, and I was like, oh Jesus, I should see if I can get this movie. Like, nope.
Well, apparently Jones Soda makes Nuka-Cola Quantum, and you can buy it on Amazon, new from $73 a pop.
Like one bottle is $73.
Yeah.
Nice. How do I get into that racket? Holy crap!
Well, you want to hear something funny? You remember the whole freaking McDonald's thing where they released the Szechuan sauce for like a very limited run?
Yeah.
Like, what was it? Like 5 or 6 months ago?
Uh-huh.
And like
that
people were
run. Yeah.
Yeah, that people were selling like somebody had like one of the a jug of it, and it was like at a bid of like $14,000 on eBay. It was ridiculous. It was insane.
And now their money.
A fool and their money are easily parted. Exactly. Just don't get me around guns. Anyway. Yeah. Now they've re-released the Szechuan sauce, and it's not. I don't think it's a limited run. So.
Is it? Well, have you had it?
Yeah, it's all right.
Was it just like ginger soy or something?
It reminds me of sweet and sour that's got a little bit more spice to it. That's what it reminds me of. Yeah. It reminds me of their sweet and sour sauce that has a little bit more of a kick to it.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Run right out. Actually, I do need to go to McDonald's because I do need to get a Shamrock Shake.
Oh. So glad I don't have to work on shake machines. Oh.
Yeah.
Is that minty?
Yeah.
Ugh. Ice cream and mint just never sit well with me.
Ow.
Yuckers.
Yeah. It's like people from Europe who think that chocolate and mint shouldn't go together. I'm like, you guys are crazy. It's one of the best flavors ever.
Just not a huge mint fan.
So, what flavor toothpaste do you use?
Fluoride? No, it's a spearmint, but it's just that's it. I don't try to taste it.
Well, and there's a huge difference between spearmint and peppermint.
Yeah, and my mouthwash is bacitracin, so there's no mint flavor to it. So I literally just have to deal with it for that 55 seconds that it's in my mouth
I am
that I wash
allergic to
out.
bacitracin.
Hmm. I use it ever since I got my tongue pierced back 20 years ago
Yeah,
because I was a cool kid. I got stabbed in the face a bunch.
a bunch. What else did you pierce?
I still technically have my septum pierced, but got my labret done. Um, that little dimple underneath your lip.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then I had I got the cartilage on my ears done at the same time, and that was a huge fucking mistake because I couldn't answer a phone for like 3 weeks after that. But uh, nipples. No,
Just keep it in
uh,
your head. I don't need to know about your body. Your body does not interest me.
that's well, a little bit. No, that's it. But that was the brilliant rebellion that I had as an 18-year-old. So do not give them the right to vote. Move
No,
it up to
I
25.
well, and that's after yesterday's shit show with the president going full fucking AWOL on, American standards. Um, that was the summation of Crowder's show that I finished watching up this morning too. Is that pick the age that everything is, the age of majority basically. Is it 18? Is it 21? Is it 25? Is it 16? Pick one and stick with it. And I'm agreeing, and I say we make it 25. If you can't rent a car, you can't vote. If you can't rent a car, you can't carry a gun. Well, no, I'm okay with that too. Um, no voting, no driving, none of that shit. Make it all 25.
That's a possibility. I don't think it's a great possibility, but it's something we
No,
could
I,
do.
that's
I'm
the
back.
extreme side of that would be 25. My guessing is it'll fall right on 21. But I'm okay with pushing the voting age up to 21. I'm okay
I'm
with the
okay with that.
drinking. I'm okay with the drinking age being 21. And if the voting and the drinking and the age of service is 21, 21 you already have to be 21 to buy a handgun, 21 to buy a rifle. Just make it consistent.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'd actually even push it further to 25 because mainly, and here's why. Frontal cortex doesn't fully develop until about the age of 24, 25.
Correct. And
So,
that's my reasoning too. It's also the reasoning why insurance companies won't rent to anyone under the age of 25 without a cosigner.
yeah.
Because I did rent cars before I was 25. I had to do it with a corporate credit card so that there was that backing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm good with 25, but realistically in the world today, that 25 is not going to happen.
Yeah. It's not. It's not. I mean, hey, there's lots of other things I'd like to implement. I'd like to have, hey, you don't pay taxes, really, you don't vote, but oh well, it's not going to happen. So,
Well, what does that turn into? Because that's racist. Especially if you take it as far as saying
that's not
um,
true.
if you don't
I'm sure
actively pay
Larry
tax.
Eldridge pays taxes. I'm sure Thomas Sowell pays taxes.
Hey, Saul pays taxes, you pay taxes.
Yeah.
But yeah, but does it go? Because a lot of people on welfare are tax recipients, not tax. Uh, donators.
Yeah,
Right,
taxpayers.
but I would also argue that the highest poverty rate is actually amongst whites, especially in the Appalachians.
What kind of bullshit Nazi stuff are you spewing, sir?
I'm just saying.
I think it's
You can't tell me
in the
about
interest
no
of
per capita.
remaining centrist on this. I would say that there are definitely more poor white people than there are poor minorities. Period.
Not
Just
really.
has to do with
we're talking
population
about,
density.
We're talking about 41% of welfare goes to white people, and like 38% goes to black people. So
I don't
not
understand how it would be
understanding
racist
how-
because you'd be
I
cutting
think-
out the white people too.
Well, I think it goes the other way. I think that there are white people who are poor that don't access those services, where there is a higher per capita of poor black people who do receive the services, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. It's if you're out in Appalachia and you've got a shack, you're not driving to the county seat to pick up your check. You're
Yeah.
just doing your life. You're not even on the radar.
Yeah, and that's how some of those people want to be. So
Mhm.
they'd make you look pretty foolish with the prepping. They would,
Well, yeah.
especially the way they live off the land. I got me a nice squirrel right here. Did you even cook it? No, I'm just gonna eat it raw. He says with his like 4 or 5 teeth.
Yeah.
Swallowed
Nah,
two nuts
this
earlier.
one's a fast food squirrel. I just caught it.
Yep, it's fast food. I love redneck humor. It's fun.
Screw y'all.
Oh, come on. I know some rednecks.
It's okay. Hey, I'm a redneck dude. I'd consider myself slightly redneckish. I really would. I live in Oklahoma. I raised pigs. I raised chickens. I raised pigs. I butchered my own chickens. I butchered my own hogs. I mean, come on.
I just butcher songs in the shower.
Yeah, I know. And now I have that picture in my head, and now it's a little bit disturbing, and I'm probably gonna have to scrub my eyes out with
There's a
bleach.
whole lot of talking about Jay Fry's body on this show today, and
Yes.
I am not.
I'm glad I
comfortable
have
with it.
not been privy to majority of it. I know that I will say this, probably here in a little while, probably here within about 20, 30 minutes, I will have to leave. I've got to go on down the road. My wife is wanting to possibly trade her car off, and we're trying to find out what she can get for it, trade-in wise.
Well,
Before we
that
pull the
sounds like
trigger.
a good Friday night date night.
Yeah. I was thinking more along the lines of a restaurant called Tiamo and going to get some prime rib, but she's like, no, I want to go see how much my car's worth trading. Okay, that's fine.
I'm going to do steaks here, steak and potatoes, and I'm going to make a homemade spinach artichoke dip for the wife.
That actually sounds pretty good.
Should be all right.
I
end up being
have-
all right.
What the hell do I have? I have a
Hot pocket.
no.
Hot pocket.
Uncrustable.
Ooh, just one.
No, I got 4.
Good.
Uncrustable peanut butter. Which jelly? Are we talking strawberry or are we talking grape?
Grape,
Oh, you fucking pansy.
but it is the soft bread, which is important to me.
Yeah.
Because they had the strawberry, but they didn't have the strawberry with the soft bread.
And my wife is home with the car. She got the alignment done on the Corvette.
And we get
Is
to
that what
hear
I'm
said Corvette.
Yeah.
Is it little and red?
No, it is not. It's old man tan. That's what I call it. With brown interior. It's called sandalwood.
Brown chicken, brown cow, man.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
So, all right. Well, guys, I'm
Is
going to
this a-
jump off of here. You guys have a wonderful evening. I will talk to you later.
You too. We will catch you at a later time. Thanks
All
for
right.
coming.
No problem.
And now we can talk shit about Jeff's gold digger wife.
Jeff's gold-
Josh's
Jeff's-
gold digger wife.
I was gonna say you even doxed him. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't heart at you.
No, he doesn't care.
And up
Clifford's
until
gold
20
digging
minutes ago, I didn't even know his name was Josh.
or Jeff, I forget.
Begins with a
One of the
J.
two.
Yeah, something like
Exactly. I don't want to ride the RTA bus again. Well, fair enough. Fair
that. Is
enough.
what's that? The Cleveland Metro?
I have no idea.
It is
The
RTA.
Transportation Authority. Route Transport. I got nothing.
R.
Is that Cleveland?
No, that wouldn't be. That would be what's R? I have no idea.
It could just be, right time or some stupid shit like the smart bus. Like, what's that stand for?
Retext or anonymous bus? Is that what it is?
Yeah, something like that.
Retweet anonymous. That is retweeting anonymous. Wow.
What do we have for shit going on the Twitter? We should check that out real quick.
Yeah, not much. It's been a quiet day.
Well,
And-
I know of a shooting at Central Michigan University.
Yes, we saw that today. But okay, so let's talk about that. And what I asked McCopter was the same thing. Is this a school shooting or is this a shooting at a school?
Yeah, well, it was a student who shot their parents with drug issues. So little column A, little column B. It's not a mass shooting because it was only the two individuals involved, and then the shooting stopped. So to me, you have to go on to shoot people who have nothing to do with anything before it's a mass shooting. The Young Turks poll has ended with 664,000 votes. 85% do not support a federal ban on assault weapons.
I bet they're just pleased as punch.
I don't think they are. Now, when I originally voted on it last week, it was probably close to 6,000 people had voted. And it was definitely like 80-20. So 85-15 is freaking hilarious.
Well, and it's probably one of those things that it probably got more play and retweets on the wrong side than it did on their side.
Yeah, exactly. Flip this.
Which actually tells you about their audience. I don't know how they still consider themselves one of the premier YouTube channels. Their audience is dwindling, and most of them are just hate watchers anyway.
Yeah, but YouTube still pushes them on me every chance they get. In the last year, I've watched one Young Turks, and that was the debate between Yogurt and Shapiro. That's
Yeah,
it.
it was interesting to see how the tables turned on that interview. I don't think either one of them made very good points. I mean, Shapiro trotted out his normal stuff, which is always solid, but it certainly didn't deserve thug life memes about it. It wasn't gotcha stuff. It was just hard facts that, okay, anybody could have looked up and argued those points. But Shank was at a loss when he doesn't have the crowd behind him. If you oppose groupthink and you don't, well, if you're for groupthink and you don't have everybody in your pool, you just don't stand a chance.
Planned Parenthood put out some men have a uterus and roaming
over and over and over again.
Yeah. So since some men apparently have uterus or uteri, that means men can get pregnant. If men can get pregnant, does that mean you'll stop excluding them from the conversation about abortion? Like, look at you.
Turn the tables.
Yeah. Sometimes she's all right.
Yeah, and Stan's going to have her on Sunday.
Yeah, well, you pay enough money, it'll eventually happen.
I'm not going to deny that, but he's still pulling down Roman Mill, so good for him.
I'm sure for less than he's given her in Patreon, I could get like famous people on, like legitimately famous people.
I would say that Roaming Mill is legitimately famous.
No, only in Twitter.
And you know,
Well,
you could pull in porn stars.
Well, yeah, but those are people outside, like in the film industry. I could probably get Jeremy fucking Wrinkle Dick on.
You probably
Come on,
get
Jeremy.
well, he'll do anything if you give him enough money.
Literally, like sometimes it's just food. Like he will show up at any Comic-Con if he has a hotel and food.
Yeah.
And like you pay for his trip, yeah, he'll do anything.
Oh,
He
Lacey
almost
Green.
died once from he flew from New York to California to do porn, and he was wearing like his clothes in New York, and then he got on the back of a bike in California, and then they drove up into the mountains to do the scene, and he didn't even have a jacket. He got pneumonia. Like, you're fucking, what is wrong with you?
Lacey
Almost
Green
fucking dead.
liked that Planned Parenthood tweet. Some men have a uterus. No, they don't. Men do not have uteruses. Having a uterus makes one female.
I mean, there's rare exceptions, but yeah, pretty much no one has a penis and a uterus.
Yeah, I'll give you the, genetic soup of a hermaphrodite, but yeah, the statistical anomalies aside, having a uterus makes you a woman.
Oh, we could talk about Snopes.
Yeah, that retarded thing from this morning. So see it, what is it? Humblebee or something like that? What is the name of the some satirical?
Oh, I have to go.
You have to go?
Yeah.
Wow.
We have we have police in the parking lot, so I have to talk to them.
Okay,
see you
you
later.
go do your thing. I'll fly solo for a couple of minutes and then wrap this up. So, having been abandoned by my friends, I'll just say that I'll wrap up the CNN thing. There was a satirical article, actually just a meme posted of a big washing machine with the CNN label stuck on it. That the caption was CNN buys industrial grade washing machine to spin the news prior to broadcasting. It was obviously satirical, but Snopes reviewed it and fact checked it for Facebook and got the article pulled from Facebook because it was quote unquote fake news, even though it was obviously satirical in nature. So that's good time. Good stuff. I don't know how many people are left. Very few. But I want to thank you all for stopping by. I just wanted to vent about my stupid expenditures of cash for no interest and people canceling their shows and tying up my money. So thanks all for listening, and we will catch you next time.